Frank Smith's kid, huh? Come on in. To what do I owe the visit?
Maybe I just dropped by to wish you a happy Valentine's Day.
If we were in a certain Chicago garage right now, I might take offense.
Yes, but we're in Port Charles.
So, have a drink?
That's brandy, yes.
Your father preferred rum, as I recall. My condolences, by the way.
Thank you.
That oblique Valentine's Day reference said a lot.
I figured.
Frankly, I'm surprised.
Is that a pun?
Not intentional.
Thank you.
Wouldn't have thought my name was bandied around your house.
Well, you thought right.
But you know who I am.
Well, I made it my business to know who my father's friends and enemies were. Cheers. As a matter of fact, I know that you made it a point to stay off of Frank's turf.
So did you at one time, from what I heard.
Well, I still do. So why are you in Port Charles?
Why do you want to know?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could do a little business, Joe Scully.
Okay, Damian Smith. What kind of business are we discussing?
Kind that requires the utmost discretion, and of course I'm willing to pay a premium for it.
And what makes you think I'd be interested?
Well, why don't you hear me out and then you decide?
Freshen your drink?
Yes. Thank you. There's a certain somebody in Port Charles who has incurred my profound displeasure. The lady in question happens to be the president of a cosmetic and perfume company called Deception.
I've heard of it.
Yes, well, I am interested in seriously undermining that company.
How?
By disrupting the flow of raw materials to its plants, and just for good measure, the timely delivery of finished product to retail outlets.
You really are your father's son.
Can you do it?
Why don't you talk to Sonny Corinthos?
Well, the lady in question happens to be a friend of Mr. Corinthos, so Sonny declined the job.
Which friend of Sonny's?
His partner, Luke Spencer.
I see.
So, can you help me?
Perhaps.
I'd consider it a great favor.
I'll make some inquiries. Where can I reach you?
You better watch out. I'll put you in a trance.
Huh? You already did that.
That's a pretty active trance.
Not kidding.
Do you like it?
I love it.
More than you love me?
You will keep your eye on the watch. You will stop asking questions. You will stop.
So don't make me ask.
All right. You want proof? I got proof.
Doesn't look like flowers or candy.
You never know. I can feel your heartbeat. Boom, boom, boom. That's all I know to say. When somebody invents Valentine's Day and people get the idea, hearts are articulate.
Some are.
Yeah, well, you know, anybody can sling a ball. Doesn't mean you can count on them. What I'm trying to say is, I might take care of you, Brenda. I told you that in Puerto Rico. I'm telling you now. No matter what happens, I'm there for you.
I wish we could stay right here, like this. Forever.
Show me what love means. All it's meant to be. If someday we're far apart, let me say it one time, straight from my heart. Everybody's looking for something beautiful. But my heart became so jaded.
What's up?
I've been going around on this since yesterday.
Okay. You got my attention.
I had a meeting with Joe Scully. He got some ideas about wanting to take over in Port Charles.
Sounds like you got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean we have a problem?
You know what? You were right the first time. It's my problem.
Did you tell Scully where to stick his big ideas?
It's not that simple.
Sure it is.
Well, it isn't.
Look, when you said you could take care of Cusack, I believed you. Now, just because some former father figure got to him first, that doesn't mean that Scully gets to run the horse race.
He thinks he can.
Well, you got to tell him otherwise. What am I missing, Sonny?
The whole picture. So far, you've only heard the Disney version, up until my mother and I figured out that Mike wasn't coming back to stay. After that, things got worse, a lot worse. At the end of it was Joe. I'm not good at this, okay? Just let me get it out.
Okay.
Getting along after Mike wasn't easy. My grandparents had a rough going, so we couldn't count on them for help, and there wasn't much my mother knew how to do. She could get a job as a sales girl or receptionist, enough to survive. But she was also very beautiful, and men were drawn to her, so sooner or later some jerk would come on too strong, and she'd always have to quit.
I got the picture.
A woman like her didn't have a lot of choices. The obvious one was to get married again, and Deke had been after her for a while, and I guess him being a cop made her feel secure. He seemed like a steady guy, a decent role model for a 10-year-old kid. He was a control freak. And not just with her. I mean, if I didn't make my bed, I'd have to do it over 10, 12 times. I guess the only thing he did teach me was discipline. After that, things started getting out of hand. At first, he'd slap her around a little, keep her in line. You know the type. Then it just started getting worse. Nothing she did was right. And me, I was just a reminder that she had loved someone else.
This Deke was sick.
He was a pig. I was a kid, younger than Lucky. I didn't have a clue how to stop him. So, I learned to distract him. I figured that if I acted up, he would hit me instead of her. As long as I was the target,